Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another thrifting haul. Um, I know you're looking behind me and you're like, Althea, your pile is not getting any less. You're right, it's not. But the good thing is of course it brings a lot of joy to me to go shopping and also to announce to you that there was a bag sale yesterday at Lydia's. Of course I'm going to go. There is a bag sale tomorrow at Lydia's. They're continuing their bag sale on through next Friday because they have so many items, and which is great for me, right? And great for you. And then there's also another bag sale on Friday at Neat Repeat, which is the $8 13-gallon trash bag sale. So what I want to show you today is I want to show you my haul from Rock Springs and Rawlins. Now, I got some footage, but it wasn't what I wanted it to be. So we're going to just use that as a scouting trip, okay? But I'm going to show you what I got. I got 49 items here to show you, and let's go through them because that's where we're at, right? Okay, so the first little one is a set. Now, let's see if I can show you the tag. This one is called Dear Moon. There we go. Okay. So it's a little halter top. And then we have a skirt that goes with it. Isn't that cute? A little mini skirt. Bum, 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 bum. I would so wear this if I had a little bit petitier frame. Petitier. Yes, they are both smalls. So, now, this is one challenge that resellers face, right? Like, when you pick up stuff, then you see the deodorant marks, okay? So, one of the things that happens is, of course, this one will need to be washed because, well, you can see the deodorant, which I'm glad she wore deodorant. So what we're going to do is we actually have a pile over here that we are going to be washing them clothes just to treat them, make sure the stains are coming out of them. The pile of laundry is actually growing. I don't want to wash individual pieces, so I do collect some. But let's talk a little bit about why do I pick up what I do. One of the things, okay, animal prints usually are always a good, if they're the right animal print. I'll say it like that. And they have to have specific things with them that make them stylish, right? Now, this is a Notation brand, and these little accents right here, you can actually see them. They're 3D, so you can feel them. They're around the neck, and they're around the cuff, which, of course, makes them cute, right? Makes it cute. So this is something that I picked up there because, number one, animal prints always, of course, catch your eye, right? But then we get a conservative top, such as this one. This one is silky. Interesting. This one actually what came from the dry cleaners. You can tell by that tag. So you can see that this one actually was professionally cleaned before it was donated. But there is one little spot which I think is why it got donated. And look at the back. Look at that necktie. Now this is a gunny sack. Do you remember them? Gunny sacks from, well, let's see. Fredericks of Hollywood actually carried a lot of gunny sack. And, I mean, it is pretty, it's proper, it's not just lingerie that they sold. But Gunny Sack is a brand that, you know, does quite well. Now, this is a Christopher Banks. And it is a jacket, but look at that. Look at that print. Can you see that? The detail in there? And it is a jacket. One of the things with jackets, you make sure all the buttons are there, right? This is pretty. Like, that is going to do somebody a lot of good. Oh, this one is stuck together. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I can see why this one got donated then. But, okay, so this is a Chico's. Now, Chico's is known for the extra large clothing. They do a lot of that kind of stuff, and so they're pretty good. I don't know, maybe you'll be able to see this. There's a discoloration mark right there that I will have to work with. Now, this one is leather. It's 100% leather. You hear that? Now, good for the person that gets this. And, I mean, honestly, like, unless you are in the right light, you can't see that discoloration. So, it doesn't necessarily affect the wear of it. But that is a cutesy little jacket. All the buttons and hardware are intact on that one. This one, I picked it out just because of the color, the pattern, and the shimmers. Now these are 3D, you can actually feel them. They are not on the back side, but this one, the label has been removed. And I will tell you that it's something that would fit me. So we're going to go with this size of being 1X, because of the plain fact that I'm a size 14, so I'm pretty sure it will fit a 1X. Here is another red shirt. You like that one? This one is just pretty. This one says it's a stretch shirt, so it's got a little bit of a stretch to it. It is a Worthington stretch. Isn't that nice? Worthington stretch. This one is really pretty. I don't... Look at the cut on the sleeve. That is just kind of pretty. It's a very business-like, professional wear. This one is new with tags, and it's a VLD. Now, unlock their passion for fashion. Victorian Island or Leland Designs. This is just kind of a fun, it's a soft filling shirt, very light. And of course, new with tags. I do try to be careful when I do pick them out, because sometimes the new with tags is not always what they're cracked up to be. Now, Attention is another brand that literally you have to pick out the right style, because of the plain fact that, you know, Attention is something that is it's like a mall brand, I guess. But when you have the right attention, like, that is a cute little shirt. It's going to look so good on somebody. Extra small, extra Chico. Now, one of the problems with buying thrifted clothes is you get their names sometimes. Right? Now this is that hot glue tape, so we'll be able to get that removed before I list it. But this one is a CW Classic. Now I've never actually heard of that brand, but I got it because, like, the sheerness of it, the color of it, and like, it is in really good condition. The sleeves, cute little slit on the side. So, I mean, that's going to look good over a tank. It's going to look good over some other stuff. All right. Here is a little leather vest that I'm like, you know what, that's just too cute. Because, you know, back in the 80s, who was it that was wearing, who made, like, the vest like the thing? So there it is. It is a teal green. I know it doesn't show up very good on the camera. This is an outerwear by Phoenix. It's a medium. All the snaps are enclosed. And that is real leather on the front. So, like, that's just kind of cute. They used to wear them with their business styles over there. Okay. Dress Barn. Those of you that remember Dress Barn, like this one I got because it's like boho. So, you know, that bohemian style is something that is kind of, you know, fun to have. But also, like, if you're going to get something with toggles, you got to make sure the toggles are intact, which is great. This one, of course, I got it just because, like, it is just too cute, right? Nice and shimmery, sequinty. Let's see. This one is a Reba. Reba McEntire? I don't know. But, like, literally, that catches your eye, doesn't it? That's cute. Catches your eye. All right. Then we actually have a Jennifer Lopez. Short in the front, longer in the back. That's kind of cute. It's shimmery. It's lavender color. I think it's cute. Cute, cute. All right. Here is a Reset by Jane. I don't know. This one is actually a dark blue. I know it shows up as black, but it's got some little ties so that you can make a little bow, right? But look at that. That is just a cute little shirt. So we're going to get that listed. This one, the Painted Pony. Now this one, I have to say, is quite an interesting feeling shirt. It is soft. It looks like it would be leather, but it's not. It is not quite a velvet feeling, but it is, the texture is just really cool. And all the hardware is intact. Sometimes they have the cutest little buttons, don't you think? All right, moving right along. Joanna. Of course, Joanna is, you know, one of those brands that, like, you're picking it out for the style of it. It's not because, like, it's a, you know, it's not whatever name brand there is that's really hot or expensive. But you're doing this one because of the style. So it is a sheer shirt. All the buttons are there. So that's good. We like that one. Same with our next one. It is kind of a sheer shirt. Got some little ruffles on the edge. It is cute. This is an Alfred Dunner. Size 14. Woo! It'll fit me. Yay! I don't know. We may keep that. You know, in doing this, like, it kind of does, you know, expand my wardrobe a bit. All right, here we go. This one is a Jant Zen Classic. Now, the reason why I got this one is because of the pattern. Now, it has blue along the sleeve edge. The buttons are intact. That's kind of cute. And it's just kind of, you know, it's a little accent without being too much. So, you know, you always have them one pair of shoes that you can never ever, like, oh, what do I find? Okay, Zach and Rachel. Up next, it is a sheer shirt. It's got the little buttons. You can roll up the sleeves. But, like, honestly, like, for hot weather, this is perfect. Perfect. All right. Here is another vest. City Girl by Nancy Bolin. Now, these are kind of cute because you get the right kind of pants, and it's going to just bang together. But I do like the accents on there. They are 3D. You can feel them, the little brass buttons and stuff. But I have never heard that brand, so I'm going to have to do some research on that. Most of these I have not heard of. Here is another Jennifer Lopez. We're buying this one because, well, the neckline and the name. But honestly, it's just a t-shirt that we're hoping that somebody will like enough. All right, so here is, let's see. This one is a Jessica. Isn't that cute? Like a little flapper girl type dress. Statement piece. It's got a little bow tie. It is like a, It's a blue. I don't know what kind you would call it. Oh no, a girl who doesn't know what color blue is. This is just a sheath dress that I thought was super cute. It is a Venus. Venus does make some interesting ones, like this one. I'm going to see if I can't get that up here for you. This one has some gathers right there. I don't know if you can see the detail. But they're gathers at the hip so that it kind of, hides a little bit of our extra loveness. Here is a Corey dress. This one is just fun, I thought. Never heard of this brand, but it is a new with tags. Yay, another new with tags. I do purposely look for the new with tags just because, I think that's wild. Okay, this one is a No Boundaries, again a mall type, but the style is cute. So that's why we're buying it. So we have the front, and then you have the back, which is the crosses right there. And we're buying that one strictly on style. This one is actually a skirt, and it is also a No Boundaries, but literally the only reason, isn't that cute though? Short in the front, long in the back. It's got, you can kind of see the pattern. It looks like it's crocheted, so I figured that one might be a good little seller. Here is a David Warren. Now, isn't that pretty? I like that one. And it's a New York David Warren, size 12. That one's just, it feels good. It feels good. But again, the right kind of animal print. It's got a little, help hide some of that extra stuff. And this one was just fun. Cheyenne. Now Cheyenne, for those of you that don't know, Cheyenne is actually one that is sold at the Boot Barn. That is a brand name from the Boot Barn. The Cheyenne line, very, very expensive. So to be able to find one, that's a velvet, lace, cotton. It's pink. It's cute. We're going to see what we can get for that one. And this one, again, is a No Boundaries top. But look at the cuteness of that. We're going to see what we can get out of that. I think this one will be a good seller. And then, I don't think you can ever go wrong with the Victoria's Secret pink line. So here is a tank top that was in pretty good condition. None of the sequins are missing. So we'll be able to get a couple of dollars out of that one. Whoops. Let's see what we got here. This one is a loft medium, which I just kind of think this one is cute. It's got a little tie in the back so that you can, but it is a square neck, which I like. It's cute. This one, I got it because I want you to appreciate the shape of the shirt. That one is just fun. But it's a Philosophy. Now, Philosophy, again, is one of those, but the shape of the shirt. That's cute, huh? Oh, so cute. Now, this one, I think it is just cute. Okay, so forgive the style earness here because, in order to see it, you need to be able to put it on. Because it is a vest. Okay, it's not made for a big bosom woman. But there it is, the back. And isn't that cute? It's all beaded. Now I'll bring it up here to show it to you. Get it off my shirt here. So the underside is this material. And then that's what the beadwork looks like. And that, I think, is kind of interesting on the back side. So this is a BKE. And look at that. You know, it's the little things like this that I think make the clothing really work, because why some people don't necessarily appreciate the greatness of the little things like that. I do. I hope somebody else does too. Now this one was just kind of a fun little shirt. It is a 3D. You can feel it, but look at that. It is a sheer shirt, and this one is a Miss Sparkling. I've never heard of this brand. We'll do some research on that. But again, like when you're buying stuff, it really is, because you know what? I probably couldn't pull that off, but somebody else will. Somebody else will be able to be like, oh my gosh, that is perfect. Oh, I was looking for that. Now here is another long vest, Willow and Root. So it's got a shirt type, and then it hangs back so it goes over. It's got the cold shoulder, which I think is just adorable. And I'm hoping that somebody will really like that. Oops, I just stuck that hanger through all the rest of them. Okay. Then we have a Testudo. Now again, like some of these, like they're just, I've never heard of the brand, but man, they are super cute. It is a little midi dress, and it's got the ruffles up the side of it. On the side. Let's bring that up closer so you can see it. That is, it's just cute. I wish. Okay. This one I got sheerly because, number one, it looks fun. You play tic-tac-toe. But it is Pretty Garbage. Have you ever heard of that brand? Pretty Garbage? I have not. It is a knit sheath dress, which I thought was just kind of cute. So we'll see what we can do with that. Here is a brand that I am going to research, Zara. Now this truly looks like, it is a midi dress. It is super cute. There are some snags on it, but how do you get rid of the hair on it? I don't know. But it is puckered up the back, and it is puckered up the front. But I thought that was just super cute. Here is one that is one of them like crinkle shirts, but it's got the ruffles on the end, and it's kind of free flow. It is a serenade. If I say it fast enough, it will happen. All right. This next one is a Russell Kemp, and I'm going to show you the signature RK for it, and it hangs down. Zebra print jacket, blazer. Like, that is in good condition. Very, very good condition. It's got pockets and everything like that. Okay, this next one, so the one thrift store that we went into, she does estate sales to get some of her stuff, which is where this one came from. Now this is a coat, and it is new with tags. It is a pink lady. It is extra large. It is adorable. I did negotiate a price on this one, just because when I seen this, I was like, you know what? I can already see the person that is going to buy it. Like, I can see it, and they're going to rock it all winter. And so I did pay $20 for this one. I did negotiate that for $20. So I think that one is going to be great. This one is a Zira. It is a mesh jacket. Look at that though. It's cute. It's got a little zipper pocket in the back. And it's just net sleeves. But that is just too cute. Okay. We have a White House Black Market. Now, this is the Black Label White House Black Market, as you can see. And I thought this one was just super cute. And it's new with tags. New with tags. I like that. Now, this, of course, is one that I thought was, I was like, wow, that's quite cool. And then I seen the label. So there's your little slit. It does have these little studs all over it, but this is a Michael Kors new with tags. However, the actual price of it, what it was new, size small, is gone. So I don't know how much they were actually selling that for. But that is in really good condition. There are no stains. And then maybe I'll bundle it with my Michael Kors purse that I recently found. I don't know. Do they go together? You tell me in the comments. Michael Kors new with tags. Alright. This is the North Face green jacket. This one is actually quite heavy. It's got quite a bit of weight from the hardware on it. But it is in really, really good condition. The North Face. I like this one. I do like the colors green. So usually I'm always drawn to the green. I will say that. Okay. We have another skirt. This is an Escape size 10. And look, that is just pretty, right? For a minute there I was like, that is a skirt, right? Okay. I was like, are those arms? You gotta be really long armed. I don't know, maybe it is, no, it is just the way the skirt is. So isn't that cute? It's got panels. So that one's going to be fun. Someone is going to love it. Alright. This next little dress is Banana Republic. Now, for those of you who love Banana Republic when it was hot in the day, they did a pretty good line of clothes. I think they tried to be mostly linen, but, you know, they were trying to make all their coastal clothes. But I thought that was just too cute. So, again, bought it because of the style. And then our last one for this haul is the Chick Me. I've never heard of this brand, but isn't it cute? It's got a little ruffle on the bottom. And it is blue, dark blue, black. Yeah, that is cute. I cannot wait for somebody to get that one. Whoops. My dress fell off here. Okay, so what do we... Alright, so there's a total of 49 items, minus the skirt set. But one of the things that I wanted to show you, in particular, is not something that I bought at a thrift store in anywhere. This one actually came from the pawn shop. So one of the viewers mentioned that I should go to the pawn shop to see if the purses could be authenticated. I found out that they do not do that at the pawn shop here. So, but when I was in there, I found this. Now this is a choker. Wears like that. Now, we live next to the Wind River Reservation, and so there is a lot of natives that do the beadwork, And I mean, look at that. I can't even imagine how many hours that took to do. So what I'm going to do is I do have this on my closet on Poshmark, and if it does what I want it to do, then I will be getting more, because you would not believe some of the things that are just, they have barrettes, they have the chokers, they have the medallions, the beadwork, they have armbands, they have the leggings that go over the front of the moccasin when they're dancing. Like, they have complete sets and everything like that for this beadwork. Is there some kind of beadwork that you wouldn't mind having? They do belt buckles, everything. But I, of course, love green, so this is the one that I picked out. They have, of course, a huge selection of it. But, you know, my husband, being Native American, he's Eastern Shoshone. He is, you know, he's been collecting the bolo ties and things like that. So I thought maybe we might be able to get our hands on some of that, because they use it, you know, of course they sell their work. This is their job. They bead, they sell their work, they pay for the powwows, they pay for their bills, whatever. And some of it is just absolutely exquisite. And so I want to be able to get some more of it and get it up on my store, just because, well, we have access to it right here. The reservation's only like 10 miles away. And so there is plenty of beadwork that is being offered for sale and everything like that. So if this one sells well, then I will get some more beadwork and I will get it up on my closet. But that is what we have for today. Oh, also, I finally decided what I was going to do with the money. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I have right now. Okay, sales. That's not what I want. I want balance. Okay. All right. This is what I currently have. I have $20 that I can redeem from a sale that I had not too long ago. And then I have $7.05 that's coming in from another sale. All right. So what I'm going to start doing with this money is you're going to start seeing it grow. We're going to start leaving it in here until we get a balance of $300. Then we will transfer it into the savings account. What we're going to do with that is I found some property. I found some property that I would actually like to purchase. And so I'm going to give the money a direction to go. So that's what we're going to go with. I'm not going to tell you the price of the property, because honestly, everything's negotiable, right? As thrifters, we know that. Everything is negotiable. And it's not that you're trying to scam people out of money, but you also, you know, when you start doing your research, which is what thrifters do usually, you do really start getting into, like, what can be done there? What can I do there? What are the restrictions? What kind of paperwork am I going to have to file? Blah, blah, blah. Do I have water rights? Blah, blah, blah. All that kind of stuff. So when I start doing the research, that will help me start to figure out exactly what price I am going to pay for said property. Now, the price that he has it listed, or the person that's selling it has it listed at right now, not something I'm willing to pay. However, I do know that it is negotiable, at least at this point, because, well, I'm just starting into the phases of it. Who knows? Maybe by the time that I'm done researching it, it will be worth exactly what they are asking for, which, that is amazing. Okay? Because if it is, then wow. But so that's what I'm going to be doing with the money. I'll update you on a more regular basis as things sell. But starting from this point, you've seen the balance. We have $20. We have another couple of dollars coming in as soon as that person accepts their sell. And then we're just going to keep growing it. So right now we have $20 in our bank. I'll be able to show you that as we go along. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you'll stay with me. And we will see you next time. Happy thrifting!